everybody, welcome to another episode of From What I Gather, where today, once again, I'm lucky enough to be working with some super fresh salmon. This is a coho that I caught out of the ocean just yesterday, so coming from that salt water, this meat is going to be fantastic. So I'm keeping it simple with a grilled salmon with a fresh herb sauce that's fast and easy and everybody is gonna love it. So let's get started. Now let's take a look at the ingredients for the sauce. This is kind of a riff on a South American chimichurri sauce, but I've added some ingredients here to twist it to my specific taste. And if there's something that you feel like you want to add in here, by all means do it. Being creative in the kitchen is what this channel is all about. So I'm going to begin with roughly equal parts of cilantro and flat leaf parsley. I've got one bunch of green onions, a few mint leaves, a serrano pepper for some heat, a few cloves of peeled garlic, and a lemon. Also, of course, I'm going to add some salt and a couple different types of olive oil in this recipe. Now, this sauce is really easy to put together. I'm going to begin with the cilantro, and I'm just going to take out the thickest parts of the stems. The rest of the smaller stems up here, I'm going to go ahead and puree those down. They're going to be just fine. The parsley, however, I'm going to pick most of the leaves off and leave most of the stems behind. And it's okay if I get some of the smaller stems in there, but these larger stems I want to discard because they've got a real fibrous texture and they're going to be harder to break down. Now my green onions, I'm just going to be using the green part. And I just want to put kind of a rough chop on there just to make it easier to get them down into the processor. Now the serrano pepper. I'm going to taste this guy actually, because you never know how hot these are until you actually try them. And this one is very hot, so I'm only going to use about a third of it to a half of it. I don't want this to be hot, just a little bite. Now to put the sauce together, I'm very simply going to put it in my little processor and whiz that around a little bit to put a fine chop on it. I don't want it to be a smooth puree, but just a nice fine chop. And this, I can't just stuff all this in there at one time because it won't really fit, but once I start to process it a little bit, it'll knock down and it should all fit in here. So I'll just begin with the cilantro. Garlic and some of the onion, just to get that kind of fill it up, and then some lemon juice to help it process. And I'll just knock that down a little bit. Just a few pulses, and then I can add more ingredients. Just gotta knock it down. You'll see it just went way down from almost full to maybe a quarter full. Now I'll probably be able to get the rest of this in here. Now the mint leaf, I only want to add 3 or 4 mint leaves to this. I don't want it to be minty, but I just want it to be a background note. So I'll start with 4 mint leaves, taste it when I'm done, and see how I like it. Okay, I've got the rest of the stuff in there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add 1, 2, 3, just about 1/4 cup of regular olive oil, not my good extra virgin, because when I spin this around, the friction of the processor can actually make the extra virgin olive oil go bitter on me. So I'm going to blend it with some regular olive oil, and then I'll flavor it in the end with my good extra virgin. Well, let's add a nice pinch of salt to that as well. Alright, looks really good. Now we'll transfer it to a bowl for final seasoning. So it tastes really good, and now I'm going to finish it off with my nice cold pressed olive oil, and I'm just going to add about another 1/4 cup of fat to this. And just give that a taste now. It's just about right. Now the sauce is ready and it's delicious. And let me tell you, this sauce will work well with any grilled meat. Chicken, beef, pork, fish, you name it. A personal favorite of mine is to marinate some little lamb chops in this sauce for a couple of hours, then toss them on the grill real quick and hit them with some fresh sauce when they come off. And let me tell you, it's fantastic. The salmon has a much more delicate flavor, so I'm not going to marinate it. I'm just going to hit it with the sauce toward the end of grilling and then throw a little splash of fresh sauce on it when it comes off the grill. Prepping the salmon for the grill is very easy. As usual, I'm going to pat any excess moisture away from the salmon because excess moisture leads to sticking to the grill. Now I'm just going to give that a little bit of salt. Just a touch. And some fresh ground black pepper. And then I will put some regular olive oil on there, not extra virgin because that would burn. Just rub that in. And then I'll get this out to my preheated grill. Alright, I got a very hot grill. Just gonna hit that with a little cooking spray. Clean grates. I'm gonna lay my fish on there, flesh side down. This is a little different than a lot of people do it, but I just think that skin leaves some residue on there that leads to sticking. And I'm gonna leave the top up and give that 4 minutes on this side and then come back and sauce it and finish it off. Now after 4 minutes, I'll hit that with a little olive oil or cooking spray and it should come right off of that grill. So it's nice and clean. Oh, that looks great. I'll move it to a new fresh hot spot on the grill. Oh yeah. I'm gonna come in with a little of our sauce on each piece. Just sort of give it a light spread around. Oh man, that looks good. Smells good too. Now I'm gonna close the grill. Give those 3 more minutes to let that sauce cook on and crisp up that skin. Oh boy, that looks good. I'll just give it a little finger test, and that is definitely ready to go. Now we'll just finish this off with a drizzle of really good olive oil. Maybe just a bit of that. Now let's see how we did. Just cut that right through the middle and see how we did here. Oh yeah. Ooh, that looks good. The skin is nice and crispy, so a little of that fresh green sauce on there. Woohoo! Ooh. Oh man. Oh. That salmon is so good. And the sauce is not overpowering. It just makes everything bright and fresh tasting. Wow. That is a winner. Oh. Wow. You know, I really hope you try this, and I just know you're gonna love it. And if you do, please like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.